Okay, let's look at the solution of this paper. For question 1, factorize x squared minus 16. Then you can do it this way: x squared minus 16, that means x squared minus 4 squared. And actually, that is the standard format of the a squared minus b squared. So it can be factorized as x plus 4 times x minus 4. So the answer is D for dot. But of course, if you don't know how to factorize this, you can do the expansion, okay, and see whether which option will equals to the question. Some of you may mix up with this one to D. X minus 4 bracket square means x minus 4 times x minus 4. So when you do the expansion, you will get x squared minus 4x minus 4x and then plus 16. So you will see that minus 4x and then minus 4x, okay, they're equal to negative 8x, which is not the same as the question. So A is not the answer, so do not mix up with option A and option D. So this finished question number 1. For question number 2, 4 to the power A times x to the power B. Some of you may think, okay, is it 32 when you multiply them together? No. If you want to perform the multiplication involving index, you need to change them to the same base. So 4 actually can be written as 2 squared, and 8 can be written as 2 to the power 3. So after you do this, then it will become to 2 to the power 2a times 2 to the power 3b, and hence you can simplify this as becomes to 2 again. Because you are doing the multiplication of the same base, the base remain no change, it's still 2, but the index will add together. So 2 to the power 2a plus 3b, therefore the answer is A. So that's finished question number 2. And let's move to question number 3. There's a linear inequality. Now you need to solve this inequality. So let's see what we can do. First of all, when you look at here, there's a negative 2 here. If you multiply to another side, yes, you can do so. But remember, the inequality sign will change. Okay, so that is 3x minus 7. And then what you need to do is multiply negative 2 inside the bracket. So negative 2x minus 6 greater than 3x minus 7. So what we can do next, that is, you can move this 3x to another side. Doing transposing term, that's become negative 5x. And then greater than negative 6, move to the other side, become positive 6. 6 minus 7, so there's negative 1 here. Finally, when you are doing division, you want to divide negative 5 on both sides, that's become x. And negative 1 divided by negative 5, that is positive 1 over 5. So here is 1 over 5. But you need to change the inequality sign because you are dividing negative number on both sides. So the answer will be B. B for boy. So that's the end of question number 3. And let's move to question number 4. Peter's weight is increased by 10% in the first year and then decreased by 10% in the second year. If the Peter's weight in the second year is 39.6 kilometers, find its original weight. So that's the case. Original weight increased by 10%. So after the first year, they will become 1.1 times W. In the second year, it decreased by 10%. So this one would be the new subject now. For this weight decreased by 10%, that's multiplied to 0.9. Therefore, you can set up the equation 1.1 W times 0.9 equals to 39.6. Then you can calculate this. 39.6 divided by 0.9 44 divided by 1.1 is 40. W 40. That means the original weight in the first year, C. C for cat. So that's the end of question number 4. Let's go to question number 5. It is given that the volume of a pyramid is 216 cm cube. If the base of the pyramid is a square of size 6, find the height of the pyramid. They're quite straightforward. So you draw the square base 6, 6, and you don't know the height h. So use the formula 1/3 times 6 times 6. This is the base area, okay, times h, that is 216. Then you can solve h, that is 18. So simple, the answer is C. Some of you forgot to multiply with 1/3, okay? It's talking about a pyramid. That is the formula base area times height multiplied to 1/3, okay? So next question is some question about a similar figure. Question number 6, given that x and y are two similar pyramids, there is a keyword similar. That means the length ratio and the volume ratio are related, okay? Then what's the relationship? That is the length ratios to the power 3 would become the volume ratio, okay? The length of x over length of y, that's the length ratio 2/3, take to the power 3. That becomes the volume ratio, 160 over v. So simplify this one, that is 8 over 27, that's 160 over v. And v will become 160 times 27 over 8. Then you can get the answer 160 times 27 divided by 8. That is 540. So the answer is A. Alright. And then move to question number 7. The mean of this set of data is 20. Find x. So there are 6 data. So 10 plus 27 plus 39 plus 10 plus x plus 15 divided by 6, that is 20. Then you can find x directly. It should be 20 times 6 minus 10 minus 27 minus 39 minus 10 minus 15. So x is 19. So the answer B. Alright, quite straightforward question. For question number 8, that is stand and leaf diagram. Median is 59, then you need to find the value of A. So let's look at here. You need to count how many data are there. 3, 5, 10, 16, 20. There are 20 data. And the position of median is lying on 11 and 12, 10 and 11 over 2. So you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is the cutting point. So the 10th data is 50 plus A, and the 11th data, that is 61, divided by 2, that is 59. So you can find A. That is 59 times 2 minus 61 minus 50. That's 7. So the answer is boy. B, A equals to 7. Okay? So that's the end of question number 8. And move to question number 9. That is a plane geometry question. In the figure, angle ABC equals to angle ACB. Then angle ABC equals to angle ACB. AD is the median. So that means these two lengths are equal. And which of the following may not be true? First one, triangle ABD congruent to triangle ACD. That's always true because the question told you that these two angles are the same. So side opposite equal angle, these two lines are also the same, and hence these two triangles are congruent because of S, A, S. Second, AD is perpendicular to BC is also true. In the isosceles triangle, the median, that means the line cut the line segment into two equal parts. Okay, it's actually the same as the opposite or the altitude, the height. Okay, so AD is perpendicular to BC. Third one, C is also correct because in the isosceles triangle, the altitude, the angle bisector, and the median are lying on the same line. Okay, actually this is an axis of symmetry. Okay, so D, ABC is 45 degrees. It may not be true. We don't know. We have no information about any numbers, any measure of the angle. So D is not, may not be true. So the answer is D for dot. Question number 10. In the figure, ABCD is a square and triangle ADE is an equilateral triangle. The key observation is you realize that these four lengths are equal. There's a square. Also, in this equilateral triangle, these two lengths are equal. Hence, there's a hidden isosceles triangle. Can you see that? Okay, DEC is a hidden isosceles triangle. What you need to find is angle ACE. So this is right angle 90 degrees. That is 60 degrees for an equilateral triangle. As this is an isosceles triangle, so you can find this small angle. That is 1x0 degree minus this vertex angle 150 degree, and then over 2. So what would you get? That is 15 degree. When you get that is 15 degree and the whole big angle is 45, so this small angle will be 45 degree minus 15 degree, then you will get that is 30 degree. So look at the option, the answer is A, 30 degree. The key concept is to observe a hidden isosceles triangle here. Okay, let's move to question number 11. In the figure, AB is a horizontal ground and C is vertically above, typo mistake, sorry, there's B. If AB there's 40 meter, CB there's 10 meter, find the inclination of AC. What is the meaning of inclination? That means the horizontal line and the row AC will form the angle here. We want to find this angle theta actually. So use the simple trigonometric ratio, tangent theta, that is 10 over 40. Then you can find theta. Just use the calculator. Okay, 10 over 40, you get 0.25. Shift tangent this number 14.0 something. Okay, so the answer is A. And go to question number 12. For these three straight lines, the slope of the straight line of L1, L2, L3 are M1, write down, okay, M2, and then M3, respectively. Which of the following is true? You need to arrange them in the descending order, okay, from the largest to the smallest. How do we do this? First of all, think of the sign of M1, M2, and M3. You can see that M1 and M3 are negative because their straight line are moving downward from left to the right. So you know that M1 and then M3 are negative. M2 is positive because the straight line L2 is moving from left to right, is rising up. So M2 should be greater than M1 and M3. And M2 is the greatest among these three numbers. So A dot are not the answer. So you need to just compare M1 and M3. Which number is bigger? As you know, M1 and M3 are negative. Then you need to think which number is not so negative. For example, give you some number. -2, -3. Which one is bigger? -2 or -3? The answer is -2. Okay? So if you just compare their magnitude, you may think, okay, 3 is bigger than 2. Yes, correct in magnitude. But if you add the negative sign to each of them, we will consider -2 is bigger than -3. Okay? So you are just not observing the steepness of the straight line only. Okay? You need to also consider the sign. And these two lines, you see that L1 is look more steeper than L3. So in magnitude, M3, this number, okay, just in magnitude, this one, M3 is bigger than M1. But you know that they are negative. So finally, M1 should be greater than M3. The case just like -2 is bigger than -3. So the final answer would be B for boy. M2 greater than M1 greater than M3. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake here. And M3 should be greater than M1 because M3 is look not so steep. Okay, not so steep. Okay, so C should be option C. C should be the answer. Okay. And for question number 13, M is the midpoint of A and B. So you can draw the straight line here. A is 9, 8. M, B is unknown HK. And midpoint M is 3, -2. You can directly apply the formula. Don't worry. The sum of 2n over 2 equals to middle one. Okay. So H plus 9 over 2 equals 3. And hence H that is equals to -3. Okay. Again, K plus 8 over 2 equals -2. So K equals to -12. So answer is D. D for dot. -3, -12. Question number 14 is about the probability problem. There are X red balls and 18 blue balls in the bag. A ball is randomly drawn from the bag. The probability that of getting a red ball is 2 over 5. Find X. So just apply the formula. The numerator is putting the number of the red ball. That's X. Denominator is putting the total number of balls. X plus 18. So this probability equals to 2 over 5. And hence just solve it directly. That is 5x equals to, you should add a bracket here because there are two terms in the denominator. So this number 2 should multiply to both x and 18. You can do the expansion and then solve it. X equals to 12. So answer will be D. D for dot. So that's finished question number 14. And go to question number 15. There's a change of the base question. 2 to the power 12 plus 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 8 plus 9. So what do we do? Okay, for the maximum power is 12. That means the number has 13 digits. Therefore, A and B are not the answer. Just pay attention on C. And we can do it in this way. For 2 to the power 12, okay, plus 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 8 plus 9. 9, it can be written as 2 to the power 3 plus 1. Okay, you should try to make as the sum of the base 2. Okay, sum of the number with base 2. And instead of the 13 digit, so the leftmost digit is 1. 1, that is represent 2 to the power 12. And then 2 to the power 11, 2 to the power 10, 2 to the power 9, 2 to the power 8, 2 to the power 7, 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 1, and 2 to the power 0. Okay, so you can see that we can change the decimal number to binary number. Okay, 2 to the power 12, 2 to the power 10, and go on, 2 to the power 8, that is 2 to the power 3, and finally 2 to the power 0, that's 1. So the final answer will be C for cat. Okay, that's the way you transform the decimal number to binary number. So that's the end of the multiple choice question. And next, let's go to some short question. Question 1, factorize these two expressions. Part A are quite straightforward actually. That is x minus 5y all square. That's it. Why? Because 25y can be written as 5y all square. And the negative 10xy, that is negative 2 times x times 5y actually. That is a very standard format of the perfect square. So part B, you look at these three terms, it's just same as A. So the original expressions in part B actually can be simplified as this one, x minus 5y all square, and then minus 3, there's negative 5y here. Because originally there's positive 15, you take out negative 3, so it's left negative 5 inside. So you can see that some of you don't know what does that mean. Okay, if you really need to add one more step, I can write it for you. X minus 5y means 2 of these brackets. X minus 5y times x minus 5y. 2 bracket, okay, 2 of these. And then minus 3 bracket x minus 5y. Now you find that there's the first term, the one big term, and other big term. They have the same common factor, x minus 5y. So take it out. And then add the big bracket. The first term left, x minus 5y. Because you take out one of them, you have another x minus 5y, the red one. Okay. The second, you take out x minus 5y now, you just have negative 3 inside. So the final answer would be x minus 5y bracket x minus 5y minus 3. And that's finished question number 1. So move to question number 2. You need to simplify this one and then express your answer with positive index. So a squared b to the power 5 and denominator like this. It can be changed to a to the power negative 6 and then b squared. You need to multiply this number 2, okay, inside the bracket. So the next step is you are doing the subtraction of the index when you are doing division. Keep the same base a, and a to the power 2 over a to the power negative 6. Then you are doing 2 minus negative 6 in the index, so that is positive 8. 2 minus negative 6 equals positive 8. And here, similarly for b, b to the power 5 over b squared, that is b to the power 3. That's it. That's finished question number 2. And move to question number 3. This question about percentage compound interest. A sum of 5,000 is deposited in an interest rate 3% for 2 years, compound half yearly. So This PA means annual rate, 1 year 3%, but it compound half yearly. So actually the effective rate is 1.5%, just 3% divided by 2, okay? And the effective period, that is 4, because half year you count it once, 2 year you will count it 4 times. So we need to take 1.5% as the effective rate and 4 as the effective period. So the amount would equals to 5,000 times 1 plus 1.5%. As I explained it before, 1 year 3%, half year, every half year 1.5%. And the index 4. Half year you count 1 time, 1 year you count 2 times, 2 years you count 4 times. So just take out your calculator to press the answer. That is 5,000 times 1 plus 1.5 over 100. You can press in this way, okay? And then this one, this symbol to the power 4. You get 3506.8. Correct to the nearest 10, so 3510. Also 5310. Correct to the nearest 10. So that's it. That's question number 3. Okay. So here you can check the work. And then let's move to question number 4. Solve this inequality. Okay, quite straightforward. So 2 bracket 3 minus x less than x minus 6. Multiply 2 inside the bracket. Then you will get that when x move to another side become negative 3x. This positive 6 move to right hand side become negative 6. So total negative 12. And now both sides divided by negative 3, that's become positive 4 here. Pay attention here, negative 12 divided by negative 3, that is positive 4. But you need to change the sign. Okay? Now, part B, write down the least integer satisfy the inequality. When you draw the graph using pencil, x is greater than 4. Then the least integer greater than 4 is 5, not 3, not 4. 4 is not included. Okay, so that's the answer. That is the end of question number 4. You can check the answer. And then let's move to question number 5. In the figure, MN is parallel to BC, so add the arrow at first. Remind yourself they are parallel. And then AM is 3, MN is 4, BM is 9. Part A show that these two triangles ABC is similar to AMN. Quite straightforward, because when you know these two straight lines are parallel, that means these two angles are equal. Corresponding angles, MN parallel to BC. Also, they share the same angle A, common angle. So you just need to prove 2 pairs of triangles are equal, then you can say they are similar. Okay, similar triangle means they are in the same shape but different size. Okay, they're in the same shape. Okay, they maybe have the same size, we don't know. Okay, but at least they have the same shape. So B, you need to find the length of BC. So do part A first. Part A are quite straightforward. In triangle ABC, triangle AMN, angle ANM equals angle ACB. As you can see, these two angles are equal. Reason, corresponding angles, MN parallel to BC. Okay. And second, angle MAN is equal to angle BAC. Reason, common angle. So therefore, these two triangles are similar. Reason A. Part B. Find the length of BC. Now remember, you have two similar triangles. First one, AMN, the smaller one, that is 3, 4, and a bigger triangle, ABC. The length of AB is not 9, is 9 plus 3, that is 12. Pay attention here. So the BC is the unknown you need to find out. When you know that these two lengths are these two triangles are similar, their length ratio would be the same. So 12 over 3, not 9 over 3, but 12 over 3 will equal to BC over 4. Alright, so 48 equals 3 times BC, and BC will be 16. Okay, one of the common mistake is some of you write down 9 over 3 equals BC over 4. Not true. You need to consider the whole length of the big triangle. That's AB. Alright. So go to question number 6. And ABCD is a parallelogram. MD equals to CD. Angle ABM, that is 36 degrees. And also ADB, that is 18 degrees. Now you need to find out angle AMB and also angle DAM. So let's see what we can do. First one, we know that AB will equal to CD actually. The opposite sides are equal. Okay? And second, we know that BM will equal to MD because in the parallelogram, the diagonal bisect to each other. BM will equal to MD. What does that mean? Therefore, AB equals to BM, and it is a hidden isosceles triangle. So you want to find this angle. Angle AMB equals angle MAB equals X. Base angle isosceles triangle, right? So X will equals to 1x0 degree minus the top angle, the vertex angle 36, and then divided by 2, then you will get 72. Therefore, answering statement A and B, that is 72 degrees. And next, you need to find angle DAM. Okay, how do we find it out? First one, that is 18 degrees, okay? Because it is the parallel line. Okay? So, angle ADB and angle DBC are equal. Next, you know that X is 72 degrees, then use the interior angles here. You can find this one. Okay? You can find this one directly. Or even you can use the easier way. Sum of this one plus this one equals 72. Part B, angle MAD plus 18 equals 72 degrees. Exterior angle of triangle. Then angle DAM, okay, this one will be 72 degrees minus 18 degrees, that is 54 degrees. So that's the end of part A and part B. You can look at the solution, okay. And let's move to question number 7. In the survey, okay, Chinese students are interviewed, then write down the value of X. So quite simple. 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus X plus 1 should be 20. So you use 20 minus 5 minus 8 minus 4 minus 1. X is 2. Okay. Just a direct calculation. And the mole is the number of pair of shoes with the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 8. So mole is 5. Also, the median is the 10th theta and 11th theta over 2. So the median will lie between here. So median also 5. The third quartile, that is the lower quartile. So the lower quartile will be the 5th theta and the 6th theta and then over 2. So that is 4 plus 5 over 2. That is 4.5. And that's it. 4 marks. 4 parts. Okay. Part B. Calculate the mean number. Mean using the formula. Quite straightforward. 4 times 5 plus 5 times 8 plus 6 times 4 plus 7 times 2 plus 8 times 1. For each pair of shoes, multiply to the corresponding frequency and then over total frequency. Then you can find mean. Just plug in the number. 4 times 5 plus 5 times 8 plus 8 times 1 over 20. So 5.3. That's it. Part B. So part C, K more students are interviewed and then each of them propose 7 pair of shoes. If the median of the pair of shoes by student is 6, find the greatest possible value of K. So here's a funny question. As you can see that, okay, suppose there are 5 here, 5 of them, and then 8 of them have 5 shoes, and then 4 of them have 6 shoes, and then here originally 2 of them have 7 shoes. Now I have K plus 2 of them have 7 shoes, and then 1 of them have 8 shoes. Now I want the median is 6 and I want K be the largest. Then what we can do, we can actually take this one, the last 6, as the median. So when I consider this 6 as the median, left hand side we will have 5 plus 8 plus 3 data, and right hand side we will have K plus 2 plus 1 data. So when you set up this equation, then you can find K. That is 13. The greatest number of K is 13. So that's the end of question number 7. And go to question number 8. In the figure, A, B, C are on the same horizontal plane. Find the true bearing of A from B. Okay, from B, starting from here, starting from the north, measuring this angle. Okay, measuring this angle. Alright, so what we can do, that is, we can draw something like this. When there's a right angle, that's 65 degrees, and here will be 25 degrees. Okay, so the true bearing of A from B would be 270 degrees plus 25 degrees. That is 295 degrees. Next, the distance between A and B, then how do we find this? Again, you can see in this way. Here, that is 60 degrees. Alright, and also the problem is, how do we find this angle? Here, you will see that 25 plus 35, that is 60 again. That means this one is 30. So it's a right angle. There's a right angle. And you want to find distance between A and B, you can try to find out this angle first. Angle CAB, that is 180 degrees minus 60 degrees minus 65 degrees. That is 55 degrees. So you can use this right angle triangle C A B 100 meter 55 degree, and you can use sine to find AB. 100 over AB equals sine 55 degree. And how to simplify this? 100 equals to AB times sine 55 degree, and then 100 over sine 55 degree equals AB. So you can press AB. 100 divided by sine 55, 122, 122 meter. Three significant figures. Of course, at the final statement, in the equation, you should not have the variable. Therefore, the distance is 122 meter. So, that's it. The question number 8. You can go back here to look at the graph. Here. Okay, 55. For question number 9, the sum of volume of two spheres is 874 pi cm square. The radius of the larger sphere is equal to the diameter of the smaller sphere. Find the radius of the larger sphere. So suppose the smaller sphere with the radius r, then the diameter will be 2r, right? So for the larger sphere, the radius of the larger sphere equals to the diameter of the smaller sphere. So that means the radius of the larger sphere would be 2r. Then you can set up the equation. The sum of these two volumes of sphere will be 8748 pi. The key point is you need to know how to simplify this one. Since you can see that both of the terms will have 4 over 3 times pi, and you can see there's a pi here also, therefore we can do it this way: 4 over 3 times r cubed plus 4 over 3 times 2r bracket cubed equals 8748. And each term multiplied by 3, 4r cubed plus 4 bracket 2r cubed equals to 8748 times 3, 26244. Then every term divided by 4, so r cubed plus bracket 2r cubed equals to 6561. So you need to simplify now. R cubed plus 8r cubed, 2 to the power 3 is 8. Okay. So here there's a hidden 1 in front of it. 1r cubed plus 8r cubed, that is 9r cubed. So both sides divided by 9, you get 729. And you need to solve this. R equals 729 to the power 1 over 3. You press in this way: 729, 1 divided by 3, and then press enter. Then you can find the answer 9. So there's a radius of smallest sphere. Therefore, the radius of larger sphere is not 9 but 18, because the radius of the larger sphere is 2r. Okay? So that's the end of question number 9. For question number 10, suppose the base radius and the curved surface area of the cone, right circular cone, are 8 mm and 136 pi millimeter square. So draw the cone. Base 8 mm and the curved surface area 136 pi. So let LCM be the slant height. That means this one, L. So pi times 8 times L will be 136 pi. Then you can find L. 136 pi divided by 8 pi, 17. Alright, Then you need to find the height. Let HCM be the actual height of the cone, not slant height. Okay, so h would equals to square root 17 square minus x square, that is 15. Alright, so therefore the volume would equals to 1 over 3 times the base area pi times x bracket square times the height, not 17 but 15, bracket cm, mm cube. The unit is mm. Okay, so correct your answer to the nearest integer. So press pi also. 1 over 3 times x square times pi times 15. Enter. 1005. Answer. That's it. That is your final answer. And that's the end of question number 10. And question number 11. These 3 points are on the on the 3 points on the coordinate plane. Prove that they are collinear. That means on the same straight line. How to prove that? You check their slope. Slope of PQ, that is 6 minus 4 over 1 minus 5. That is negative 1 over 2. And you check slope of QR. That is 4 minus 0, 5 minus 13. Again, that is negative 1 over 2. If their slope are the same, then that means they are collinear. Otherwise, they are not collinear. Now, they cut in the ratio 1 to k. You can draw something like this. P 16, Q 54, R 13 0, 1 to k. So you can take y coordinate to calculate this because there's a 0 more easy to calculate. 6 times k plus 1 times 0 over 1 plus k, that will equal to 4. 6k equals 4 times 1 plus k, and k equals to 2. That's it. That's finished question number 11. And go to question number 12, the last one. Given that these 2 points A and B, part A, find the length of AB are quite standard, you are just using the distance formula. Negative 5 minus 3 all square, the difference of x coordinate square, plus the difference of y coordinate square. So that is negative x square 64, positive 6 square 36. AB, that is 10. Okay, square root 100, that's 10. B, C is a point on y-axis. Pay attention to this key statement. C is a point on y-axis. That means is x coordinate is 0. Okay, y coordinate unknown. AC perpendicular to AB. So you know that slope of AC times slope of AB equals negative 1. So slope of AC, that is C minus 4. Okay, C minus 4 over 0 minus negative 5 times slope of AB, negative 2 minus 4, 3 minus negative 5 equals negative 1. Then you need to solve this equation. C minus 4 over 5 times, you can use calculator to press this. Okay, start bracket, negative 2 minus 4 divided by 3 minus negative 5, change to this one, negative 3 over 4 equals negative 1. So C minus 4 over 5 can be written as, you cancel these two negative signs, you use negative 1 divided by this number, right? So divided by this number, you will get the positive 4 over 3. Do it by calculator. Okay, and then do the cross multiplication, give the bracket to this 3C minus 4 bracket equals 20, C minus 4 equals 20 over 3. So C equals 20 over 3 plus 4. And what's that? Use the calculator. 20 over 3 plus 4. That is, you will get 32 over 3. So the final answer, C, there's a coordinate 0, 32 over 3. That is your final answer. Okay, so that's the end of this paper. Thank you.